Now, after what the Cowboys look like on Monday Night Football, you must work harder. So you've been moving around, Michael. We all need some of your energy for sure. So you spent Sunday praying. How did Jerry react to your Deion angle?
Well, you know, and Jerry's a true guy right now. He knows so anything he says, someone's going to take it and point it right towards where we're pointing everything right now. So Jerry was even being careful. Oh, my, I got to focus on what's going on right now. This is incredible, right? Then tried to focus my mind on how incredible the fight was, you know, all the people that I kept trying to drag them back to. Jerry's good. I kept trying to drag him back to, hey, man, what's going on? But he kind of, you know, just kind of slipped that answer. But I spent Saturday with Deion, too, trying to do the same thing after the game. I got so many people on my social media now, and they probably won't even welcome me back in Colorado after that post, because they're getting mad at me.
Did you sniff, though? You know, when you have a conversation with somebody, you could sniff it and tell whether or not they even, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No
Thinking
doubt.
like, I ain't talking about from Prime's standpoint, I'm talking about from Jerry's standpoint. Did you like it could, it might be, if he maybe, did you feel that at all? Any of that energy?
No, Jerry stayed away from it. Now, you know, Deion and I can go a little deep into things. I was trying to mess with Jerry like, you know, 30 years ago this year, we were doing this. What are you talking about? And we were recruiting Deion in '94. Remember? He said, right home, what we focus on right now. I was trying to focus on right now. I was like, right now, we should be recruiting him again. You know, I was trying to play with it in that way, but he stayed away from it. He stayed away from it.
Good.
Yeah. But I hit Deion on a different angle.
Oh, okay.
Well, want to be great, boy, with your son, boy, to coach your son, man, you know. Because Deion one of them pure fathers, just like LeBron James and all of that, you know what I mean? So the way Dallas is playing, they're probably going to get that first pick. I'm just trying to come at all this thing every kind of way. So, you know, and I'm sure any father, especially a guy like Deion, who has his kids around him all the time, would love to be with his son, you know.
So it ain't really, for you, it ain't as much a Dallas Cowboy thing as it is wanting to just see Prime get the opportunity, if it's available, in the right organization to coach in the NFL and to be able to potentially coach your son.
Well, no, it's for me, it's trying to figure out what's going to give him to Dallas. And I'm trying to find those angles.
I'm trying to help you, man.
I know, and I'm trying to get it right where it needs to be. The truth. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. We need it in Dallas. That's what I'm saying.
I'm trying to help you.
Wait. So you are saying that you want him to come to Dallas, and he would want to coach his son, Shador. But Shador plays quarterback.
I know he's a pure dad. He's a pure dad, pure coach. So, you know, so I'm just looking at angles that can possibly work and things that are working right now.
They got a
like they're going to have the top pick.
But they got a quarterback that they just paid a lot of money to.
A lot of money. A ton of money.
You can't get up off $150 million in accelerated salary cap.
But honestly, when I was thinking about this may be able to get me biting back into my favorite candy. You know, that now and later thing.
Yeah, no, now and later. Now and later, for sure.
So you still you're going to be right now, have number one pick. Dak's going to be coming back, serious injury. You can still make that pick, make that change. Make that pick, make that change.
Couple years.
And this team right now, next year, you pick up a few players, and Dak's still the quarterback, and you see how you win. See what you can do while Shador gets a little lesson sitting just for a year or two. While his dad learns the game of the NFL.
You know this, Michael, the great Ron Wolf, Green Bay Packer ex-general manager, that was one of the things he always did. Even though they had a starting quarterback, he always
it's the most important
another
position
QB
in the league
that could actually start in the National Football League. If he had Don Mikowski, he went out and got a Brett Favre. If Mark Brunell, he just always felt that having a high quarterback behind the starter is valuable.
So Deion would come to Dallas, coach the Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott would remain the Dallas Cowboys quarterback. And Shador Sanders would be the future.
So Dak's in now. and Shador's the later. Sweet candy, baby. Sweet candy.
We all can dream. We all can dream.
And I'm telling you, and the Cowboys get a few linemen here, you know, pick up a good running back, get one more receiver to help CD Lamb, you can be in a pretty good fight next year and be handing off a pretty good team to Shador in a few more years instead of him going to some number one team and get beat up for 2-3 years and then everybody's crying that, you know, or his dad is not coaching well or whatever. I just think that's a solid plan that I'm putting in. I mean, that could happen. That could happen. That could happen.
He laid it all out there. That's the scenario.
How would you fix the Cowboys, Key?
I would look. I don't think. Obviously, Michael is dialed into the conversations with people, whether it's Jerry, whether it's Prime, whatever the case is. I ain't in that conversation because I want to go to Colorado and I want to watch them in the Big 12 championship. I don't want to get booed walking through the tunnel.
I'm gonna be out there too. I'm gonna be out there, you know.
I would. Number one, I'd go find me a running back. And number two, or one or two, whichever one, I'm going to find me another receiver opposite of CD Lamb. I don't mind the offensive line. The offensive line is still young, and a couple of them are still young, and they're still learning how to play. But those are the two things.
Right.
And I'm finding a coach. I don't need an X and an O guy. I just don't. I need a guy who, because I'm assuming Mike McCarthy's probably gone. I need a guy who has a hammer. And not disrespectful hammer, but people people pay
Hammers
attention
don't
to.
work anymore, bro.
No, I said not a disrespectful hammer.
Hammers don't work at all.
But a guy who's not going to take a bunch of, you know, stuff off of players not doing the things that they're supposed to be
Someone
doing.
who can enforce accountability.
But that's why you can't.
Someone like
but
that.
you can't do it this time with these kids with the minion over. It has
No, don't have to be a
working
minion.
servitude to all.
Yeah, but I can have a conversation with you and don't have to have put my hammer down.
Right, and what we're saying, same thing in a sense. Deion, what makes it. I hate to be
I said that without saying Deion's name. I'm trying not to do Deion's name.
But you and I get it. But we also got to make sure the audience is.
Yeah, but I don't want to say Prime's name.
Right. And we're not saying. But what you're saying is the hammer don't work. So you need somebody who knows how to make these kids work.
Respond.
Right.
You
know how to make them respond.
There's a better choice of word that I could have used. Someone that gets them to respond.
That's a good choice of
to
word.
what they coaching style
Everyone
is.
doesn't respond to the hammer.
No, I don't need the hammer.
Right.
I don't need that.
Jim, back in the day, Jim and when NFL was more controlled, they can use them contracts. Boy, I'm going to cut you. They would say back in the day, boy, I'm going to cut you and make sure no other team pick you up so they could scare you with the money. These kids been making money in NIL deals forever. You can't scare them with that. So you got to work them.
Joy.
And Deion is great at working them.
Please don't quit. Just don't quit. Don't allow Paul to force you to quit working with us. That's all I'm saying.
Sipping on my Sprite.
How would you fix the Cowboys? Because hammers don't work.
Clearly. No, I mean, I don't think it's an overnight process. I think they got a number of positions they need to fill. Clearly running back another receiver. I mean, they're going to replace the coach this year. But I would look to explore into seeing what kind of value I can get from Micah if you don't pay him. You know what I'm saying? You didn't already pay Dak. You didn't pay CD. Dak's not going nowhere. I'm not coming off CD. And do you want to pay Micah big dollars right now to be mediocre? Or do you want to explore maybe a trade for that? Maybe you can get a higher draft pick or, you know, something in return. I mean, because Micah's a quality asset that you have.
Yeah, big time.
And so, you know, I think I'll explore things of that nature and just see where I'm at, see where I'll end up in the draft. Definitely look for another quarterback. I mean, I know we all can dream and say, yeah, the ideal situation is to bring Deion in and Shador in, but if that's not realistic, it just seems like we've thrown Trey Lance just to the wolves.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work.
So, I mean, obviously, maybe start playing him right now. Maybe he can get his trade value up and you can get something for him. Like, I don't understand what's going on.
No.
The Cowboys can't be fixed.
They can't be fixed.
They can't be fixed.
It's been 30 years.
There's only one person that can save the Dallas Cowboys.
How you mean they can't be fixed?
They can't be fixed.
It's been 30 years.
Yes. They cannot be fixed in the current state of
But who's the person?
Yeah.
It's Deion Sanders. Here's why. Here's why. I told you this the other day. There's only one Michael Irvin, okay? The mold was made. There it goes. Break that mold. Smithereens can't be put back together. Yeah. Deion Sanders, so on and so forth. They are legends. They've been put, rightfully so, in this category of legendary, successful salesmen of the highest level, relatable. Kids know who they are. Their parents know who they are.
Absolutely.
There is this connective tissue with Deion Sanders that allows him to not have to be this authoritative figure that doesn't relate to young players. And you have to be able to do that. And then you add the layer of, this is the Dallas Cowboys, who have this energy, this thing, this it about the Cowboys that does not apply to any other team in any other sport. It is only specific to the Dallas Cowboys. If you don't do that, you'll always have a coach that's subservient to Jerry Jones, because that is the dynamic in the building. It's what it is. Jerry runs the ship, and he specifically hires coaches, for the most part, that cannot stand toe-to-toe to him and say, Jerry, we're not doing that. It doesn't work. And it's always brand over ball with Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys. And Deion
is brand and ball.
Is brand and ball. He is the only person that can say the Dallas Cowboys.
I got to get you on my team. I got to have you over here when we on the phone. I'm going to call you. I'm going to three-way you in,
Deion and the Cowboys.
I'm going to three-way in. I'm going to three-way Joe in. I'm happy.
There's the conversations about Belichick and other guys who are floating out there. They're not going to fit.
I didn't say she's not right. I just don't want to use his name because he's coaching at college right now.
But let me tell you
he's doing a tremendous job. But him getting and what they've done with Colorado only more validates it.
Because every coach comes in there, gets mad at what they call distractions that Jerry is causing.
It ain't gonna bother Brian.
There is no Deion's gonna be causing all the distractions himself.
He gonna roll with it.
And I guarantee you why I say those guys will play for him I believe anywhere he goes, they're going to play for him, because he's going to allow them to be the most them they've ever been.
Look,
he's going to be throwing those little jukebox concerts right there after you win the game. Because I'm in the locker room. And those boys, man, hey, man.
There's no question.
You have fun.
Michael.
You look forward to those moments in the locker room. You play harder on the football field. That's what he's doing.
There's no question he's the right man and probably the only man for the job. My whole point is, I want him to finish this.
Right, me too.
I want him to finish this. He ain't going to get distracted. I just don't want the... Just in case it don't go down, you got these suckers out there.
Mike McCarthy is still there, and he's going to finish. He's going to finish out the season there.
Yeah, no, I get all that, Joy, but you got them suckers out there in the recruiting world. He gonna leave. I don't want.
Yeah, and they already on me. They already on me with that. That's what they're telling me
That's what these
right now.
Be doing.
What if the guy, Michael, he's in the middle of recruiting?
Yeah, I don't want that.
And I can dig that. So let me say this too now, because we can't get Deion. How much as I love you, I wouldn't mind Mario Cristobal either. If I can't get Deion, coach, give me somebody that wins everywhere else
like that.
Last time
got a Miami
I'm sorry,
guy worked
Miami,
out, right?
Don't get mad at me too, but I'm just trying to get Dallas right. What?
We're going to steal Cristobal if...
I'm just saying, after he wins the championship this year for Miami, he can follow what that's
or not win the championship, he still can follow, right? I mean, or not win it.
No, he got to win one.
He has a good coaching staff,
No,
but I'm saying if he don't, he still got the opportunity.
No, you got to win one.
In Miami.
You got to win one and then be like, Jimmy and go get it.
Yeah,
you got to win one. You can't just leave.
History,
but you now affecting that recruiting just in case you don't.
I'm just putting it out there. My job is to bring the truth to this desk.
Okay.
And to give people ideas and thoughts, to crack craniums and fertilize brains and give them things.
Listen,
and that's what I'm doing.
People are going to say what they want in recruiting anyway. At the end of the day, that's not what it comes down to. College coaches not named Deion Sanders leave jobs after the season is over.
Of course.
Every single year.
The time.
So if you want to buy into that recruiting, you don't really want to go to Colorado in the first place.
And if people are going to be talking about him because he's successful. Not just us. Everybody's talking
we're not the only ones talking about this. Now, we are the only ones with Michael Irvin.
Yeah, that's true.
Getting into it on set.
If this were to happen, will you be joining Deion on his staff?
The Cowboys?
Yeah.
Man, I'm going to be in cheerleading outfits over there. I won't be on the football staff. I'll be giving my cheerleading outfits. Like, hey, boy, listen, I can't even think about it. let's just focus on right now.
That's all I'm trying to tell you.
Focus on right now.
Honestly,
You
if
know
that
what?
happened, it would be the biggest story.
It will. Now,
And it should happen, though, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I agree.
He shouldn't even.
The only thing I said-
if he moves on from Mike McCarthy, he need to get on the plane as soon as prime season is. Well, he ain't got to get on the plane. He can see him in Arlington when they had a Big 12 championship. But and have a conversation about the next steps. He should convince him like you convince other coaches to take the job. You just should.
But if the Deion and Shador thing don't work, and you can go and draft, you got an early draft choice, you can get Ashton Gentry and Mario Cristobal, man, you lock that thing in there, boy, I think you can go again. That's just, we're coming up with possibilities.
That's it. We're just
think tank.
We're just
It's a think
spitballing, you know?
tank, right?
Yeah,
It's a think tank.
exactly. We're just
You
putting our
gotta be
brains
able
together.
to- right,
For
hear
solves.
this. Right, just hear it.
That's all we're
hear
doing.
it out, you know? Just a think tank.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.